y'all, what's going on, man? It's another High Standard Sports review. And we at the end of week 18 football. Guess what's happening, y'all? It's playoff time, baby. And y'all seen from the previous video that I posted last night, the Packers did it. Yeah, got up in there, you know what I'm saying? And we got a game against the Cowboys, you know what I'm saying, coming up. Okay. We're gonna get into that later, but I'm gonna tell y'all about the games that went on in week 18. Let's get into it, dude. Alright, I already told y'all about the Texans and the Colts and all them two games there. Okay, the Bucks and the Bucks and the Carolina Panthers. It was an abysmal year for the Carolina Panthers, you know what I'm saying? Couldn't do nothing right, got the wrong pick, of course, you know what I'm saying? Bryce Young had a horrible year. And we're not going to blame it on offensive line. We're not going to blame it on none of that. Because when all that breaks down, you got to play football. If you're not playing football, you're not going to win. We're going to do that right there. The Bucks clinched the South, you know what I'm saying, on the back of Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield has an amazing year this year. It's almost like a resurgence, you know what I'm saying, of Baker coming back into the fold. He's not a great quarterback at all, but he's done a great job this year. Let's go to the next one. The next game on the docket will be the Browns versus the Bengals. Neither team had anything to play for. The Bengals smoked them, 31-14. The Browns had already made the playoffs, so you know what I'm saying. That's why they set everybody, you know what I'm saying. So that's understandable, you know what I'm saying. Things to watch out for. It's the Browns, you know what I'm saying. The Browns are a team probably don't want to play in the playoffs because their defense is second to none, you know what I'm saying? And Joe Flacco has been playing like he's 10 years younger, you know what I'm saying? With good running game, amazing receivers. So we're going to see how that looks in the playoffs. But the Bengals, they had a fucked up year. They couldn't just stay healthy. Joe Burrow was hurt just about all year. And it's been questioned about their offensive line and play calling and stuff like this. So hopefully they get addressed in the offseason. Next game in my division, you know what I'm saying? The Lions versus the Vikings. Actually, this game, it had good implications because if certain teams would have lost, the Lions would have got the second seed. So I guess that's why they let their starters play and let their starters go. And of course, it was a good victory for them, 30-20, you know what I'm saying? You're going to beat the Vikings without a good quarterback. You just will every year, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the guys that played quarterback for the Vikings this year, because y'all did a good job despite, you know what I'm saying, being thrown in the middle of it. So we're going to get through that. Jets and the Patriots, another bullshit game. Another two teams, you know what I'm saying, they got to do a lot of soul searching and a lot of correcting. Because the Jets, even if you had Aaron Rodgers, you still be getting scored on. Simple as that, you know what I'm saying? So by next year, hopefully you guys do a little better and Aaron Rodgers comes back and he shows he's the MVP that he always have been. The Patriots, on the other hand, the thing about the Patriots right now is I think it's a loss of identity. And meaning the loss of identity is it's like they want Bill Belichick to just give it up. But he ain't made no clarification that he will. And they forcing him out, and it's other teams making room for him right now. But to me, it might be like at a bittersweet end. It might be time for him to actually pack it up or take a couple years off from coaching. There's nothing wrong with it, bro. You have had a storybook coaching career. You've won several championships, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, it is what it is, man. I don't deem you as a loser. I just think that they allowed you to control too much things, and they wasn't telling you that this was some bullshit that you was doing, dude. So, on top of that right there, man, shout out to Bill Belichick, and hopefully Bob Kraft and the brain trust of their organization do what they got to do to make the team a little more steadfast when it comes to winning again. Get another quarterback. All right, guys, we're going to the Jaguars and the Titans. Jaguars, y'all shit the pot. Y'all could have gotten the playoffs. Y'all could seriously got in the playoffs. Y'all let the Titans come in there and sneak y'all. Well, y'all came to Tennessee and got snuck by the Titans, but it's been a down year for the Titans because without a quarterback in this league, you won't win too many games, and then we're just gonna be honest with ourselves. It just won't happen. It might be the end of the Derrick Henry era. I don't want it to be because I think he's been an amazing Titan, and I think that organizations need to start sticking by the players who put in numbers, broke records. You know what I'm saying? If this guy breaking records with y'all jerseys on, y'all should want to retire him. It's just point blank period on them. You know what I'm saying? And shit, the Jaguars, sunshine. You want sunshine in this year, bro. And with that team, it's gonna be a lot of shifting inside the team because I do think you got a good coach with Doug Peterson. I do think that I don't question his coaching at all, but offensive line and secondary should be all key things to focus on in draft or inside trades. So we're gonna move past that. Seahawks and the Cardinals. The Cardinals had no implication to none. The Seahawks could have gotten in the playoffs if it would have been a host of losses. You know what I'm saying? The Packers would have lost, a couple more teams would have lost. They would have got in. But the Seahawks had one of them years that they usually have. Like, Seahawks usually get in, like, the last game of the season. It just didn't work this year because teams were a little more hungrier. And, I really think the team should get more defense. I think that might be their problem because Geno's not an amazing quarterback, but he's a good quarterback, and he's a quarterback that knows their system good enough to win games. And he don't look bad, you know what I'm saying? Shit, like this year, I don't think we got bad Geno that many times. We just had a bad defense. All right, Chiefs and the Chargers. This is another one of those hairy games. Chargers play who they gonna play. The Chiefs didn't play any starters, so they didn't really need this game to move forward in the playoff picture because they knew they weren't getting home field advantage anyway. So taking another loss wouldn't mean anything, but they pulled it off, 13-12. The Chargers team, look, get another offensive coordinator, dude. Get another coaching staff because y'all try to bring in the Kellen Moore thing and thought it was gonna work the same way as it did in Dallas. He didn't push the ball. He didn't have a running game to boot. And he didn't push the ball at all, man. Like, he had, it's games that team didn't score offensive touchdown. And in this league, you're not going to win with field goals. So we're getting past that. Hopefully the Chargers do what they got to do because they got a good core offense, you know what I'm saying? They got Keenan. They got Austin Eckler. They got Justin Herbert. So hopefully things turn around, but I just think y'all need to get another offense coordinator, a new coaching staff, you know what I'm saying? Because this shit ain't working because y'all look way better last year with less. So go back to it, y'all. Broncos, Raiders, another game that really didn't stand for anything, you know what I'm saying? Both teams are resurgent. They benched Russ, and I really don't see why because it wasn't going to be his fault. You won a loss anyway. Defense sucks. And you got no continuity on the offensive side. So if he would have played or not, it wouldn't have mattered. And I think people try to put the blame on him a little too much. Of course, you expect a Pro Bowl or Super Bowl quarterback like that to win. To win, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to pull stats or nothing, but we expect him to win. And situation he's in, he hadn't had it. And I think Pete Carroll knew what he was doing when he traded him. He was like, this guy, he's on the end of his rope. So, hey, we're not going to keep on pulling him along. Even though the Seahawks won with Russ, but I think Pete Carroll, he's a visionary to be as old as he is. Because he knew dude when he didn't have too much more dominant football in him. And he took the chance of just going with Geno instead. And shit, the team didn't really have a big drop-off. Okay, Eagles and the Giants. This game really surprised me because the Giants took it to them from the first snap. Ty God did it, you know what I'm saying? And I think if Ty God would have played a little bit, it's Tyrod Taylor if people don't know. But I think if Ty God would have played a little more in the season, that they would have had a lot more games because it seemed like the offense played a little bit for him. And the Daniel Jones shit, I think y'all waste y'all money. Simple and plain. y'all waste y'all fucking money because he didn't show y'all nothing to even pay him. And y'all chose him over Saquon, and Saquon scores out of touchdowns. That's baffling to me. I'm not gonna call it racism, but it's going in that direction. You know what I'm saying? Rams and the 49ers. The 49ers didn't really have anything to play for. They played a lot of their second string, and they still lost by 1 point. The Rams actually have interesting team because with the young receivers that they have and the way that Sean McVay drafts and the way that he coaches, I don't think next year will be a bad situation for them. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just keep y'all eyes open for the Rams, I guess. And shit, they didn't play any of their starters either, so shit, they pulled it off. They pulled one, so I think they'll be a lot better next year. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can mark my words, ping this video for that. All right, Cowboys and the Commanders. You know what I'm saying? It was a total blowout. Nobody expected the Commanders to compete with this team. The Cowboys have had an amazing team, amazing season. By implementing the West Coast offense, calling the Texas Coast offense now is kind of crazy, but it's been good for Dak because he don't have to like waste his arm throwing 20-30 yard passes that's not open. Like, I think inside the Kellen Winslow offense, it was designed for him to big pass, big pass, big pass, big pass, big pass. But with Mike McCarthy back calling plays, he understands that the dinking and dunking works, and you got a dynamic receiver like CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb gonna take 20 yards and go 80, you know what I'm saying? And a guy that they brought in and actually worked out was Brandon Cooks, you know what I'm saying? This year, Michael Gallup was non-existent, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't around like that, and their defense is good. Your defense is good. You're going against my pack, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna bite my words on it. We have a test against us, against those guys in Dallas, and hopefully I'll be at the game. So that'll be for another video, guys. But the Buffalo Bills and the Dolphins. This game really was for more of, I guess, bragging rights or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if this was for the division. I'll check now. The Dolphins imploded. And this game was for the second seed inside the AFC. So the Buffalo Bills pulled it off, and they played a sloppy game. So we're not going to talk like they're having an amazing season. I think they're going to be a first-round buff. You know what I'm saying? Somebody going to get up with them in first round. They might be out of here, you know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. And let's look at the wild card picture, guys. Okay, Saturday we have the Browns and the Texans. That's gonna be a good game. Like, years past, this game probably wouldn't have been as coveted, but I think it's gonna be an amazing game. You know, you got Joe Flacco playing like he's 22 years old. You got a guy that is 22 years old, C.J. Stroud, playing amazing. I'm talking about, and DeMeco Ryans and C.J. Stroud, the 1-2 combination, Rookie of the Year and Coach of the Year. Man, you guys took Houston by storm this year, dude. And I think that it's gonna be a close game. It's actually gonna be a close one. It's gonna be a shootout. It's gonna be a shootout because I think their secondaries won't be able to contain the big plays. And Cleveland actually has a good running game, and they have an amazing defense. So with that being said, I still think it's gonna be a high-scoring game. Okay, Saturday we got the Dolphins and the Chiefs. This might be farewell to the Chiefs and the Patrick Mahomes era, guys, because even though the Dolphins haven't imploded, I still think they're a better team on paper than the Kansas City Chiefs. Basically, the Kansas City Chiefs are Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and 4 of the receivers who barely catch the ball. I'm sorry, you guys are pros, but you're getting paid to drop balls right now, and it pisses off the coach. It pisses off Pat. Nobody sees Pat going off like that, cussing folks out and shit, and it's funny. And you see Travis Kelce acting out of character, throwing helmets and shit. I just think that those guys were so used to success and things like that, so they don't know adversity good enough, you know what I'm saying? They don't think that shit like that happen to them. If they pull it off, I'd be surprised, but I still think that the big plays of the Dolphins, they'll be able to edge them, because I don't think anybody on that team can stop Tyreek. And they can double him and do whatever, because he's just going to run past him. And I don't think their front four is good enough to rush Tua enough. So I'm giving that game to the Dolphins. Yeah, could be wrong. Okay, moving on, guys. We have the Steelers and Bills. Steelers and Bills, guys. Shout out to Mike Tomlin, man, for getting in, man. Even though you guys might lose, because in these close games, especially in Buffalo, Buffalo tends to win. And they're a pretty good home team. And I'm just glad that Mike Tomlin will those guys good enough to make the playoffs. Make the wild card, you know what I'm saying? I think that's pretty good. Rams and Lions. Rams and Lions. Now, this is going to be a good game right here, man, because I think there's a lot of big play implication. So if you are a casual sports bettor, I think Puka going to score. I think Amon St. Brown going to score. I think, the running backs are going to score. I think it's going to be a slugfest. I think it's going to be a slugfest. And look here, last but not least, man, we're making it to Sunday, man. Packers in Jerry World. I'm not going to speak on the past, because every time that we play them in the playoffs in Jerry World, we come off victorious. This game is going to come off to two key things for the Packers to win. Two key things for the Packers to win is going to be, we have to jump out on them early. We have to get an early lead. And I'm not talking about a 3-point lead. We have to get an early lead. We have to score 7 first. If we score 7 first, I think that we will push the pressure on them just a little bit to throw the ball a little more, and it'll give our DBs and secondary a little chance. And secondly, we got to make Dak feel uncomfortable. Simple as that. Make Dak feel uncomfortable, and we're going to get what we want. But all in all, it's going to be a good game. And the Cowboys have all the tools to win. Like, if you look at all the media sites, ESPN, Fox Sports Net, etc., they are saying that the Cowboys are shooing to win this game. And it's funny, because I don't think no one is a guarantee to win anything. With that being said, that wraps up the week for football. I mean, it wraps up a year for football. So, like and come in and tell me, what was your favorite team? What was your favorite team that made the playoffs or didn't make the playoffs? You know what I'm saying? Because we'd like to know. And subscribe to the page, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to get to a little more sports before we get done, y'all. All right, man. You know me, I like to jump inside the top 25 because I'm in Memphis and we got a team in the top 25 right now. So, hey, pop my shit. Pop my shit whenever I need to. All right. Let's go to it. Let's go to the top 25 that happened, because my Tigers was the only top 25 team to play. And we won a decent game against SMU. But as I stated inside my earlier videos, that it's conference play, dude. A ranked team will lose against teams that's geared to play them. So if it's a team that's geared to play you, they might have you. And so far, I think the Tigers are doing amazing. And me, honestly, I don't think we should lose in this division. I mean, inside this conference that we are in. But, hey, it's going to be a tough test when we make it to March. Because now, all the teams that we're used to playing, we have to play teams that are a little more bigger, a little more faster, a little more skilled. But shout out to them Tigers, man. Penny, keep on going, man. Penny, man, you've been my favorite player since I was a child. You and Akeem Olajuwon, I know that's a weird combination, but keep on pressing forward, dude, because you're doing an amazing job coaching. You got Rick Stansberry on your staff, and he's been, I think by you having other coaches that has made it to like the highest level and stuff like that, I think it makes you a better coach, because now you listen better and you understand better, you know what I'm saying, on the talent that you're coaching and the talent that you're getting. So shout out to Penny for that right there, man. And we're going to go to the NBA because it was a few games on, you know what I'm saying? It really ain't nothing to toot our horn on because me personally, I like to get into the NBA in depth and, you know what I'm saying, around playoff time. But right now, we had a close victory, the Spurs versus the Cavaliers. Spurs lost by 2 points. It was a good game. Jared Allen went bonkers. He had 28 points and 18 rebounds. It's an amazing game from Jared Allen, and let's see what you guys consensual Rookie of the Year got. He had a damn good game too. He had 24 and 10. So shout out to Wemby. And the team would do better in my distorted eyes, because I can barely see. I just think the Spurs are just the team that's a learning process. Don't want to call them G League because they are pros, but I think it's like a G League team, you know what I'm saying? And any given night they can win because they have team with pros that I like. I like Ken Dunn, I like Vincel, I like Trey Jones, you know what I'm saying? Because the Jones family, those guys are point guards, you know what I'm saying? So, and we gonna see, but Wemby, keep on making a push like that, you will win Rookie of the Year, bro. Okay, but good victory for the Cavaliers. Okay, we have another one in overtime. The Trailblazers versus the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets ain't gonna be good until they ship their team up and have it the right way, because it seems to me that you have a lot of players that play the same position. You have a lot of players that want to do the exact same thing, and Jacque Vaughn, coach him better, bro. Coach him better, bro. I'm not saying you're a bad coach, but coach him better, man. I don't know what the front office are telling you to do with a lot of those players, because I think that you chef a lot of players that can help your team win, but that's not me getting y'all organization. It was a overtime win, 127 to 134, and Anthony Simons, he had a pretty game. He had a pretty good game. He had 38 points, 11 rebounds. 11 assists. That's pretty good. And who is this? Reef. I don't know this guy. No, I'm saying, but he had a double-double, and I guess he was sitting in for DeAndre Ayton. This is another guy that I think is a disappointment, but they pay him a lot of money to be a disappointment, so it's not on me. I don't pay him nothing. Okay, Brooklyn. Let's see. Shit, you got 42 points out of Mikal Bridges, but shit, what is that? What is that, man? You got 8 points out of him. No, you got 9 points out of my guy on the team, Cam Thomas. Just get him off the team, man. Put him in the role that he can actually play and start, I guess. And again, you had 9 points from Dorian Finney-Smith. I'm gonna stop saying his name because he's a pro, and that's how he feeds his family, man. So it is what it is. If you guys don't want to get actual good talent, that's all y'all. Okay, another overtime game. The Orlando Magic versus the Atlanta Hawks. It seems like the Atlanta Hawks just been biting the dust a lot lately, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got two dynamic guards, Trae Young and DeJounte Murray. I'm sorry for saying your name wrong, bro. DeJounte Murray, and the both of them had a good game, but it wasn't good enough because Paulo's been doing his thing lately, man. Paulo had 35 points, man, and 10 rebounds and shit. Things like that, man, you ain't gonna be able to stop. And Paulo is on ascension. He's one of those players that hopefully Orlando does right by him and can retain him, but he's too good to stay in Orlando. I'm sorry. Next game that we have is another blowout. I'm not going to talk about it as much. I expect more from the Kings. You guys lost 100 to 133. And the high score of that game would be C.J. McCullough with 30. And they led by 50 points, man. I don't expect team to come back from a 50-point loss, but they trimmed it down to, I guess, 17 points, whatever. The Kings are still a good team. It just might be one of those off nights. And the Pelicans, on paper, man, they're amazing. But it's just, you got to pull those guys together. And Willie Green, it's your job, bro. And just keep on doing what you're doing. Okay, the Nuggets versus the Pistons. Of course, we didn't think the Pistons was gonna win. It was 131 to 114. I'm not even gonna get to the high scores in that game because I'm pretty sure Joker had a double-double. And Kay Cunningham needs help. I'm not gonna get into it, guys. Okay. We finally got a chance to see the big three in Phoenix. And Ja ran up in there on them boys, man. Yeah, man. M-Town stand up again, man. Because we doing stuff like that every night. You know what I'm saying? 121 to 115, you know what I'm saying? It was a pretty good game. And shit, we had a big fourth quarter. We had a big fourth quarter, man. Shit, we outscored those guys, man. Shit, about 20 points, essentially, you know what I'm saying? 35 to 15, 16 points. We showed that we wanted it. And let's just go to the box score on the stats on the Suns first. Okay, KD had a double-double, 10 rebounds, you know what I'm saying, 23 points. But KD, you gotta score 35 a night, bro, because you are essentially the best player on that team. You gotta act like it, man. I know it was Book's team, but you a big dog, bro. You gotta step in and claim this shit, you know what I'm saying? Book had a slow, Book had 24 points, and Bradley Beal, he had a slow game. I think when that pulls together, though, it's gonna be pretty nice. But at this point, it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? I think you need a stronger bench if you got those type of players. But hey, shit, it was the usual suspects for the Grizzlies. Correction, Ja didn't even play. It was a Desmond Bain, Marcus Smart, and Triple J show. Triple J had 28. Marcus Smart had 25. And Guns had 23. Everybody know I'm talking about Desmond Bain's Guns McGee. Okay. Let's go. The last game on the docket will be, we got one more game on the docket, guys, and we gonna wrap it up. And there might be a follow-up video later on. So you guys who subscribe to the page, just keep going, man. Just keep it up, man. Just keep it up. Keep it up. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love everything y'all doing for me right now, and I really appreciate it. Okay, NBA scored the last one. I don't know why they don't want me to get to it. It must be a sucky game. Okay, hometown game. Lakers and the Clippers. Lakers and the Clippers. Oh, I actually got one more after this. Lakers and the Clippers. The Lakers pulled it off. Paul George had 22. It was a slow game from those guys because Kawhi had 15 and James Harden had 15. You won't win like that. Anthony Davis had a double-double, 10 and 22. LeBron had 25 points, actually. And, yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. It's just how it goes. And shout out to LeBron, man, for being the oldest guy on the court and still being a high scorer. Because, I don't know. And the last game I'm going to talk about, NBA-wise, got to be the, I'm going to make it the, I'm not going to make it anything, but it's got to be the Warriors versus the Raptors. Raptors one of those teams that's jam-packed with talent, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't look amazing, but R.J. Barrett had a damn good game on y'all, and I guess he just need to be back home. You know what I'm saying? Some guys do better home, you know what I'm saying? Because he had 37 points, you know what I'm saying? And Golden State, this is a cry for help. And you're not my favorite team or anything, but you got one of the most dynamic shooters of this time, Steph Curry. I think you guys get him some help. You just give him some help because lately he's been on a decline. He can't run around and shoot fucking shots all game, you know what I'm saying? He's getting older. And it's just not conducive for the team, you know what I'm saying? So whatever you guys got to do inside the front office, go ahead and do it, you know what I'm saying? And if you have to trade away some of the core of the team, just let it go, because I don't think this core is working. Draymond Green been talking to Adam Silver like, hey man, let me out retirement, man. Well, you stop choking and hitting motherfuckers, nigga. So you won't get in trouble like that. You know, nigga, they try to intimidate folks. If this was the 90s, y'all can mark my word, Draymond Green will be good. He'll be able to play with them niggas. Okay, Ron Riviera got fired. Riverboat Run, you know what I'm saying, all that riverboating, I guess, shit, you had to get your ass out of there, because you didn't look good from the jump. Okay, and now they bringing in, man, general managers from other sports. They brought in Bob Myers from the ex-general manager from the Warriors to try to find a coach, and it may be hard to do. They brought in Bob Myers, and they brought in the former GM from the Minnesota Vikings. So we'll see what goes on with that right there, but that's a story in Revelation, I guess. We have the national championship tonight. Washington, Penix Jr. versus Michigan and J.J. McCarthy and Harbaugh. Harbaugh got a damn good defense, because anytime you can smack around Alabama, you're showing something. With that being said, if Penix can get his plays off, he's not going to be able to stop this kid, because he should be essentially the #1 pick as far as quarterback, because he put in his time, he played enough football, and I think he understands the game of football enough. So, oh yeah. And shout out to Cat Williams, man. I'm glad you came to my city, big bro. I wish you would have linked up with a real one, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, who done let you in the field house, man, so you can prove Shay Sharp wrong, man? That was a trip right there, man. And this nigga can run. 52 years old. I done seen, look here. They say he don't smoke a little rock or nothing, but I done seen junkies run that fast. I'm just gonna say that out loud, you know what I'm saying? And he might say he don't smoke a rock, but his niggas in California say he do. You know what I'm saying? And that's your business, you know what I'm saying? Crackheads are amazing, you know what I'm saying? They do all kinds of cool shit. Wash cars, steal out the stove for you. Man, fix shit around your house. Shout out to the crackheads, but Cat Williams, you ain't a crackhead, that's okay, but you prove Shay Sharp wrong, because you can't run a 4.4, and to know your exact, you know what I'm saying, running speed, you did that shit before, man. So, shout out to Cat, man, and that shit was hilarious, man. And it seemed like Cat had a lot of receipts on a lot of shit he was saying. So a lot of these comedians, you know what I'm saying that Cat crazy and all this shit. Y'all been listening to Cat Williams stand-up, he been saying the same shit differently for years. He been talking about folks coming out the closet. He been talking about puff daddy parties. He been talking about gay shit in the industry. You know what I'm saying? For the longest. So if y'all paid attention to Cat, y'all would have paid attention to that too. But this ends the episode. You know what I'm saying? For High Standards. You know what I'm saying? Sports review. You know, High Standards up, man. Y'all take care of yourself, man. Like, subscribe to the page, man. We love you.